Hey everyone, CPO here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you what it's been like to run with this bag. This is from Waterfly. They sent this to me to do a review on. I said, yeah, sure, I'll do a review, but I've got to use it for a while first so I can really understand what it is I like and don't like about the bag. So this has been my daily driver. I've been using it for work every day for the last few weeks. It's been to the beach with me a few times. It's been to Busch Gardens amusement park with me most recently. And I will share with you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. There's a few things. And yeah, I'll just give you the rundown. So what I didn't want to do is just do an unboxing video and show you the bag without ever having used it. So I asked them to give me a few weeks to spend some time with it to share an honest review about what I think. And quite frankly, I like the bag a lot. There's something about it. It's really unique. Anyway, let's talk about it. So by the way, you can go check out the Waterfly store if you're interested in this bag or other bags. I have a whole bunch of stuff, and as it turns out, depending on the timing, it's July 11th as I record this right now. They do have a mid-year sale going on where I think there's 20% off of pretty much everything. I mean, obviously there's probably some exclusions, but yeah, check it out. Waterfly has a whole bunch of bags, but you can go check this out depending on what you're looking for. They have a bunch of options. So yeah, this bag that I'm showing you right now is the NATU Kung Fu Sport Backpack. And so yeah, that's what you're going to see here. And it's super cool. It is included in the special offer, mid-year 20 discount code. I'll put a link down in the video description to get you straight there. But yeah, this is the bag. Lots of cool stuff. A lot of people like this bag. So anyway, let me show you what I think about it. So like I mentioned, I have been using this bag for several weeks, and I like backpacks. I'm kind of a backpack nerd. I have a bunch of them, not just backpacks, but yeah, fanny packs and a variety of different things. Anyway, so when I saw the design of this, I thought it was really unique, wanted to check it out. So I did. I took it to the beach. I think the first day I got it was a beach day. So immediately, this is like brand new, out of the box beach trip. And I really like this outside pocket with this diagonal zipper. I keep all of my quick access things in there, Ray-Ban Metas, earbuds. I throw my wallet in there. If I have any gum or mints or anything like that, I'll throw it in that. And I'm in and out of that outside pocket a lot. Snacks, gotta have snacks at the beach. And it really did come in handy. The inside compartment, which I'll show you in a little bit, is big enough to hold a lot of stuff. It can hold a laptop, an iPad, spare change, clothes, all kinds of stuff, right? I put everything in there. I like the roll top. It's also kind of convenient to just be able to get in and drag stuff out. You can see here I'm getting ready to change clothes because if you don't change clothes in the parking lot, are you really doing beaching? Anyway, that's beside the point. I also used it for work. So I have a 15-inch laptop, fits in there, no problem. I also was taking some shirts into the office, so that's what you see me rolling up in here. But basically just loaded up with normal things that I would take to work. And that usually comprises of my laptop. I have a 13-inch iPad Pro in a case, and that fits in there no problem. Usually charger and earbuds, metas, like that kind of stuff. I don't have a lot of requirements. But yeah, I mean, it holds everything fine. I was experimenting with loading and unloading it from this top roll top here, which works out fairly well. But I also realized eventually that I like getting to the laptop compartment using the zipper. So I played around with a little bit of those options. And you can see here, this is me using the zipper part. I did throw my iPad in there. Works fine there. There's also a back slot, which I'll show you here in a second, for the iPad as well. Now, it did get some rain on it. The material's reasonably water resistant. Just knocks off raindrops, no problem. But I did do some water testing later on that I think is important to talk about, but we'll get there. You know, here's another packing beach day. I had a small cooler with some beverages in there, fits in there no problem, beach towel, the works. Now this top strap is adjustable. There's a huge tail. There is a way to secure that tail, but I don't mess with it. I just leave it. It doesn't really bother me much. This is a completely different beach. Before, where I was at Siesta Key Beach, Florida. This is Madeira Beach, Florida. So yeah, we go to a variety of places. I never worried about sand or anything, like getting it dirty. The material is really kind of, I don't know, it's nice. I don't even know what kind of material it is. It's a weird, not like a ballistic nylon, which I'm used to in backpacks. It's more of a rugged, smooth material, but very soft. But the thing is double lined, or it's got a liner, so it's like double layers. But yeah, usual, like me hanging out at the beach, doing beach things. And quite frankly, actually, this trip, we got out of there just in time because we showed up. Beautiful weather for just about 30 minutes. And then you can see me packing away stuff because it turned. You know, we looked around. It's one thing at the beach, like you don't want to be out there in a thunderstorm because lightning does kill. And we've had several people killed here recently from lightning strikes on the beach. But I mean, look at that weather, just turned for the worse. We were getting the heck out of Dodge. But the bag, like solid backpack for like beach activities and things like that. Then we ended up going to Busch Gardens and spent a day out there, and that's another place where I like having a backpack. I did use that strap to hold my hat, which is kind of convenient if you have a hat that has a adjustable back like that. Kept my big water bottle in there. We had some disposable, but I reused them, ponchos in case it rained. It was supposed to rain. Based on the testing I did later on, I'm kind of glad it didn't rain, but that's, again, we'll get to that. But I kept the water bottle inside. The side pouch pocket is too small for those big Nalgene water bottles, but it does work great for sunscreen. And my wife has easy access to reapply sunscreen, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever been to Busch Gardens in Tampa, Florida, but pretty cool place. Some big rides. It's kind of like a half zoo safari type environment with a bunch of roller coasters, lots of great food. And yeah, we love it. But again, easy access to the contents of the bag. I don't know what I'm doing in here. Oh, I'm pulling out a charging brick because obviously spent all day running around and getting video. Gonna need to charge that phone of mine. So yeah, charging brick, which was originally inside one of the pockets. It's been there for a long time. I haven't used it, but today needed to drag it out. Another thing that I also like is this top bungee strap is a good place to like just hold on to that so it doesn't slip off. I tried with both low slung and then sort of high slung. I generally like my backpacks slung lower on my back. So I tried it both ways here. I actually find this bag more comfortable with it pulled up high. By the way, fun fact, if you go to Busch Gardens, there's a free beer stand. You show them your ticket, they'll scan it, and you get one free beer per ticket. You just have to show them a driver's license. The exception being if you're there on veteran tickets, which we were, then you get 2 beers for each ticket. So we got plenty of free beers between us and the family. So just fun fact there if you didn't know that that was possible. Anyway, yeah, let me take you to the tabletop to show you a little bit about this bag up close now that you've pretty much seen how I use it. What are you saying, buddy? I have no idea what he's saying. All right, I think you've seen the basic look of the bag with this roll top and this adjustable strap. That's kind of cool. But again, if you fold it over, you've got access to open it up as a fold flat bag, which is also kind of cool. And my 15-inch laptop fits in there no problem. Plenty of room for a bigger laptop than what I've got. So I don't know how big it will hold, but yeah, it's no problem for this MacBook. It does fold flat. I'll show you that here in another second. These are water-resistant zippers, which is also a nice touch. Confusing to me a little bit, and I'll show you why here in a second. But there's also not only that one main compartment zipper, and you can see here's a close-up look at how it self-seals with those. They're not waterproof zippers, but definitely water resistant. And then you have this little hidden tiny pocket back here. I'll pull out the liner so you can see how big that pocket is. That's great for a small I'm not gonna lie, concealed carry pocket, or if you got some other, like maybe a wallet you want to stuff back there, or you just want to put some cash in there, pretty hard to notice and get to. It's also got a bigger side pocket here, which takes up the whole back. You can see here I've got this 13-inch iPad Pro in there. Plenty of room for that. Matter of fact, my laptop might even fit back there. I didn't try it, but it's a pretty big pocket. So if you want to use it as a map or document pocket or just a second laptop or tablet pocket, it is perfect for that. And then there is this, the outside pocket, which is the pocket I use absolutely the most. Like, I always like having a quick access pocket for all the random stuff I carry. And so it did get a lot of use, not gonna lie. The straps are nice and padded. The material's really soft. It's almost kind of like a seatbelt material, the thinner straps. And then the shoulder areas are well padded. I've got no complaints here. It's a very comfortable bag to wear. Here's an example of how you could tidy up this tail for this adjustable strap. It's got a elastic band that you can use. I just don't think it's worth the trouble. Like, I don't really care if there's a tail there. It is important though that it's as long as it is, because you have the ability to expand basically whatever you stuff into there as long as that strap is. And I'll show you a little bit, not quite to the extreme, but I'll show you a little bit about how that looks here in a second when I talk about packing and using it more as like a travel bag or a small suitcase. All right, so it does come with a couple of things here that I don't use, but I want to show you out of fairness. So first of all, it has this waist strap, which is a really, the clip design is really unique and interesting. I've never seen this before. Really easy to take on and off, really secure once in place. It's got like a spring-loaded clip, and yeah, it's, I don't know why. I'm fascinated by how this thing connects, but it does on both ends, and it's really easy to take off, which is, you know, it's not uncommon to have a backpack without removable straps, so you're kind of stuck with it. This one, at least, thankfully, they let you remove it. And it is that really soft sort of seatbelty material. It's got a nice solid clip. I just don't generally use waist straps, but I'll keep it around, and if I do decide I have enough weight on it that a waist strap would make sense for me, I'll just put it on. Like, not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy. The other thing that I don't use that came with the bag is this cell phone pouch. And it's also interesting in that it has a Velcro strap that wraps around your main shoulder patch. Plus it's got a clip to clip into this D-ring. So it's secured two different ways to your strap. And then it's big enough to hold any of the bigger like cell phones of today. It doesn't matter, Pro Maxes, whatever. It'll hold whatever you need, I assume, unless you've got like a phablet or something. There's another interesting thing with it, and that is it's got this pull tab. And so I'm going to put a flashlight in there and try and show you this. But you can shove something down in there, and then you just pull up on the strap, and it pops out whatever is down inside there. So kind of cool. I've never seen that before. You know, I suppose that that's going to be a huge value to somebody. Again, I don't really use those kind of outside front accessories. I just don't. I'll put the flashlight inside the bag, and actually normally it is inside one of the pockets in the bag. So yeah, I don't need access to that stuff on my shoulder. And phone always goes in my pocket. But it is there. It is cool. And yeah, that little pull tab, that might be a game changer for somebody. Whoever you are, that's for you. Also on these shoulder straps, it does have the adjustable sternum strap, and it has a whistle in case you get lost. It's got a whistle there, so good on you. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool bag. I really like it, actually. There's one thing that I don't like, and I will explain that here soon. But first, let me show you a little bit about packing this thing up like a travel bag, like a suitcase. Because it does do that well also. So, unfortunately, I did not get a chance yet to take this on a trip. I just got back from a trip to New York and New Jersey before this bag arrived. So I didn't get a chance to take it on the trip, but I did want to see like what that would be like for you guys to show you. First of all, let me show you how this folds flat now that I'm you know, in a place where I can show you. Not bad. I like it. It does have the internal pockets. It's got an internal zipper pocket. And you can see these are the type of things that I had stuffed in here. This is from actually a day trip, to be fair. And so it holds a bunch of stuff. It's got the usual inside suitcase strap where you can strap down your clothes like that and keep them nice and tidy. So that's not bad. And yeah, I mean, it holds quite a bit of stuff. And then when it's empty, it's nice and soft. And yeah, if you're not using it for clothes or whatever, you can just tidy that thing down and you're back to basically normal backpack mode. But you can stuff that as much as you want. You can see how I have that almost completely unrolled. And that's because I am beyond its normal capacity. I've gone into expanded capacity mode by just loosening up that top strap and loosening up the roll. All right, so it does have this back strap for connecting to a carry-on suitcase. So that's nice. Now we're to the thing that I have a concern with, and that is, this is not a waterproof bag. They don't claim it to be waterproof. I get it. They have these weatherproof sealed zippers all over, except for that one front pocket. Now that one front pocket is where I keep almost all of my electronic quick access stuff. So what I did is I went over to the pool shower and just simulated a quick rain. I mean, this is Florida. We will get some rains and they will oftentimes come quick. But unfortunately, like that whole pocket now is full of water just from that quick second of a splash of water. And it's because there is no waterproofing at all on that zipper. Even though the other zippers have some weatherproofing of some sort, which they remain largely dry inside. Both the small and the large side pouches seem to be dry. And even the clearly not waterproof roll top didn't really let that much water in there. I think the inside contents would be dry, and there's just a little bit of seepage up on the part of the bag that rolls up. But that outside pocket just basically filled up with water. And because I use it so much, it's basically got a little trough there, and that zipper doesn't hold any water out. So I guess I'm really surprised they didn't also put a weather-resistant zipper there on that most vulnerable spot, because that's the place most likely to catch rainwater. So now I'm concerned if I was out, let's say if I was out at Busch Gardens, like I mentioned, and did get caught in a rainstorm, I'm worried now that anything I had in there would have gotten wet pretty horribly. And so I just don't like that. That's the thing that gives me the most concern. I wish they would put a flap over it or a different zipper that would lock that down. They don't need to waterproof the bag, but it needs to be able to handle a walk through the rain fairly confidently without getting all of your contents wet. So that's my recommendation. As far as I know, this may not even be the production version of this bag, so maybe future iterations will have something similar. But for now, just be warned, that pouch on the outside will fill up with water if you get a significant rain. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.